Hello, welcome to Nexus. It's a pleasure to have your company. This week we're bringing you stories on Melbourne, the capital of Victoria, as well as stories on the arts in Australia. And as always, there's plenty of English language learning at Nexus. Just watch for this symbol on the screen and check out our website for more information. Now, coming up later, we'll meet an artist whose work is influenced by nature. And Ian talks to a man who thinks education is the key to controlling illicit drug use. But first, do you like horse racing? Well, it seems that everyone in Australia watches the Melbourne Cup, whether they're interested in horses or not. It's Australia's most famous horse race. But for many people, the Melbourne Cup is about much more than horses.
Starter has them, they're away. It's Zarbeat going to the lead, 2,000 left to go in the Cup.
The Melbourne Cup is not just a horse race, it is the one time it stops a nation.
The Cup's the biggest thing that happens in Australia. That is the one day that you'll find people who know nothing about racing starting to tip horses and back horses.
Here's Cockrock.
I've been very fortunate. I've been calling the Melbourne Cup since 1981.
Coming on, zipping, battling strongly.
What makes the Melbourne Cup unique is that it is a handicap. So the battler has as good a chance of winning it as the sheikhs and the kings and queens of the world. We can go and buy a horse and compete on level terms.
They come to the line. Oh, very close. Delta Blues maybe a nose to Cockrock. Very little between them. Japan 1-2.
It's a handicap, and it's the only handicap in the world that carries this sort of prize money. In 2006, the winner walked away with $3 million Australian. It's the fourth richest race in the world, and it's not an invitation. You can come along from anywhere in the world. Anyone can win it, and I think that is what makes it truly unique, and I don't think that will ever change.
It's important, the biggest race in Australia, of course, the staying horse champion race in the world.
It's a serious race on the international stage. Australia and New Zealand have always coveted the Melbourne Cup. If you ask a jockey, a trainer, anyone involved, that's the race they want to win. Now that feeling is now starting to stretch to the rest of the world. Last year we had a Japanese winner.
Vintage Crop. The Irish also win the Melbourne Cup. Vintage
We've had an Irish winner in 1993.
The Melbourne Cup is an international race, it's a wonderful race, and I enjoy winning it.
We are about to see American involvement in the race. It is really starting to reach the world. It is one of the great races of the world.
I have been involved with the Melbourne Cup for over 30 years. How can I explain that Melbourne Cup? It's the best of flowers in the Melbourne, in Flemington. It's absolutely to die for. The car park is the biggest cocktail party in the world. They don't worry about the weather. They start at 8 o'clock in the morning. They fill the booths of their cars with champagne and sandwiches. They all have a good time. They come there to be seen, to see, to put money on the horses. At the Melbourne Cup, you can let your hair down. You can dress, you can do what you want. In the Cup, we all go mad.
Racing in the Cup. The great mare Maccabi Diva jumped away well.
In 2005, Maccabi Diva won the Melbourne Cup for the third time.
Here's Maccabi Diva. A nation roars for a hero.
We were witnessing, in the making, history unfold right before our eyes.
But Maccabi Diva clear with 100 metres to go. Excellent runs to second. Onazun runs on, but a champion becomes a legend.
In over 140 years, there'd never been a horse win 3 Melbourne Cups in a row.
Oh, I'm struggling for words right now. What a great mare.
Go and find the smallest child on this course, because they will be an example of the only person here that will live long enough to see something like that again.
She did it as a mare, They haven't got a tremendous record in the race, and yet she, for the third time in a row, just demoralised the best days in the world. It was something special.
They have marquees that you can build a house. This year, the marquees were over 1 million. They have fashions in the field, and there are 300 at a time we have to judge. And the clothes, the competition, you see them standing next to one and looking up and down to see whether she's better. And then it is the best fashion parade in the world. The clothes are as good as the catwalks of Paris. They get a very big prize. They get a trip overseas. They get about 150,000. It's really very competitive. There